Hello. Let me move back a little. Okay. Hello, friends. So, I wanted to chat with you a minute because, I just finished up a guided meditation inside of my free Facebook group, Sacred Success with Spiritual Entrepreneur with Lisa Dooley. And I started it and I started talking a little bit about something that I have been doing in my life. And it made me realize that it's really an important time to bring this to you and to invite you to do this as well. With the year coming to a close, can you believe it's already December? Because I cannot. I feel like it should be June. It doesn't look like June outside, but I feel like it should only be June. I don't know where this year went. It's so funny, as I was growing up, I was always told, the older you get, the faster the years go, and I thought everybody was crazy. But it's so true. So I have been recently, and no, I didn't do this on purpose because it's the end of the year. I just had this realization in my life that I was settling in a lot of ways. So I have been taking stock of where I'm settling and maybe why I'm settling. So for instance, for a long time, I was settling with my hair. I was going to the same hairdresser for a very long time and the results were just okay. And I was too lazy for a while and too scared to change it. And once I did, the results were so much better. I'm so much happier with my hair. My hair is growing and longer than it's ever been. And that really sparked a lot for me. It made me realize that I was holding myself back. And that's a bitter pill to swallow. But it's important to do so. It's really important to take stock of your life and recognize where you're holding yourself back, because most of the time we are our own limits. Right? So we're limitless beings, but we limit ourselves. It's part of the human game we're playing, but part of the game is to discover where we're limiting ourselves and then move past the limits into our limitlessness. So when I switched up my hairdresser and I was oh wait, I could be happy. I was just allowing myself to settle for just okay, just all right. I was allowing myself to have lackluster results. And then it came up again recently with my nails. So I've been getting my nails done at this one location for almost my whole life. I've tried other places, but I always ended up back at this one place. And the past few times I went there, I ended up with this one nail technician who just was not hitting the mark. So, I would ask for a certain shape, it wouldn't be that certain shape. My nails would be all weird lengths, or I would have to come home and file a raggedy edge myself, and nobody wants to do that. You're paying money to get your nails done. You don't want to have to come home and file them yourself. Crazy, right? So after 3 times, yes, 3 times I went, 3 times I was unhappy. It took me 3 times to realize I need to make a change. So I decided to try a new nail place, and the experience was wonderful. I was in and out in 30 minutes. My previous nail place, I would be there for an hour for just a gel manicure. I thought it was normal until I went to this new nail place and I was oh wow, in and out, cool, great. My appointment finished at 3:33 p.m. I was paying, and the nail color I chose was 111. How amazing, right? So it was just signs from the universe saying yes, change is good. Change is good. Change is good. So what I have been realizing is that it's really important to take stock in your life of where you're settling, where you're accepting less than, where you're accepting less than what you desire, because you don't have to. It's a choice to do that. You are choosing to do that, just like I was. So take a look at your life in all areas. So for me, recently it's been like in the beauty, in the hair, in the nails. What areas of your life are you settling in? Because, they say how you do one thing is how you do all things. So if you're settling in one area, chances are you're also going to be settling in others. In other areas like your business, like your love life, like your finances, like your friendships, all of it. So take a look. And if you notice like one specific area, I'm all for focusing on one thing before focusing on all of the things. So, I found my new hairdresser. Now I found my new nail salon. And we'll see what else comes up for me. But I wanted to share with you that it's so important to just take this personal inventory, because nobody else can do this for you. Nobody else can look at your life and say, you're settling here, you're settling here, you're settling there. And maybe they can, but why wait for somebody else when you can do it yourself? So especially with the year coming to a close, like we are ending a decade. How crazy is that? Like, I don't even think it's fully settled in. I'm saying the words, but I don't know if I fully believe it. Like, we are ending a decade. Crazy. So it's so important now to like close the chapter of settling, to close the chapter of accepting less than, to close the chapter of not getting what you want. And start standing up for yourself. Start taking that inventory and saying, I'm not getting what I want from this, so I'm not going to keep doing this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. So instead of going to the same nail salon, seeing the same nail technician, and being unhappy with the results over and over and over again, I put a stop to it and I said, I'm going somewhere else. And I'm really happy I did, because I had a good experience there, and I'm going to keep trying that place. And taking that inventory for yourself is just huge. And when we want something different in our lives, it's important that we do something different. So I wanted a different experience with my nails. I wanted to go to a place, sit down, tell them what I wanted, get what I want, and leave with nails done nice. Where I didn't have to go home and file them myself. I didn't have to go home and do anything. I didn't have to worry about it. It was done. I paid for it. It's done for me. But if I kept going to that same nail salon where I wasn't happy, I wouldn't get that different result. So that different result not only plays out in the results of my nails, but also in other areas of my life. So it's important for you to take stock, take personal inventory of what's going on. Where are you settling? Why are you settling? Why are you settling? Ask yourself that. Whew, huge. So for me, it was a comfort thing. It was a routine thing. I was in my comfort zone. I knew where I was going, what I was doing. I knew what the place looked like. I knew who worked there. I knew where the bathroom was. I knew where this, where that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was comfortable. And I was allowing my comfort to take precedence over my desires. And that is really, really, really how you hinder your growth. Because growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. You have to get out of the comfort zone to really step into that growth. But if you're just putting your comfort as top priority, if you're putting your comfort above everything else, over everything else, you're just going to stay stagnant and comfortable and not get what you want, which isn't even that comfortable anyways. So this is why I really wanted to bring this to you, especially with the end of the year, the end of the decade. Take personal inventory of your life. Where are you settling? Where are you accepting less than? What do you want to change? What do you truly desire? And what are you doing that's not getting it? It's such a silly example because it's so like minuscule in the grand scheme of things, my nails, but it's such a good example because it's like what I really wanted I wasn't getting, and I kept doing the same thing over and over again, and I didn't get what I wanted until I changed what I was doing. Period, the end. So take inventory, look around, even if it's something silly, like your nails, like your hair. It all trickles into every part of your life. What you're doing in one area is what you're doing in another in some way. So take a look. Where are you keeping yourself stuck? Where are you keeping yourself comfortable? And how are you preventing yourself from actually getting what you want, from actually achieving your desires, and from actually making a difference in your life? Where are you allowing the comfort to take precedence? Where are you allowing that comfort to keep you stuck and stagnant and unhappy, but kind of comfortable? So I want you to look at that before the end of the year. Do some journaling on that. Journaling is huge. So journal on that. Journal on why do I feel stuck? What do I want? What am I doing that is not in alignment with my desires? How are my actions disaligned with my desires? So important. Journaling is huge because so much can come through if you just allow it. So take some time, journal on that, take inventory of your life. Look at your friendships, look at your relationships, look at your family, look at your business, look at your money, look at your beauty, look at your health, look at your body, look at all of it. How are you preventing yourself from actually getting what you want? And where are you keeping yourself safe and stuck inside your comfort zone? So do that before the year ends, my friends. Start 2020 now. You don't have to wait until January 1st to start these changes. Everybody with the New Year's resolutions and all of that, that's great. But how about just like a random Wednesday resolution, right? Like, why does it have to be a new year? Why can't we just change our lives at any point in time? Spoiler alert, we can. So start now, start looking at yourself, take that personal inventory, and really start to make the changes that you desire. Get everything into alignment with what you desire. It's time to cut the bullshit and let the comfort zone go. Get uncomfortable, grow a little bit, and you will see that is where the magic happens. So I just wanted to leave you with that. I love you so, so much. Mwah. Good night.